Well, for the operators, it's quite difficult selecting the right equipment for the vessel because the current scheme with USCG type approvals does not cover all of the bases. So you get approvals with different limitations, but it's not clear how the system will actually work in real life. So it generally doesn't say anything about reduction in flow rate in dirty waters. It doesn't say anything about operability if you go in. If you go in and use your adductors, are you still going to be able to do that after you install the ballast water treatment systems? Some systems will not allow it, and some systems do. So it's very important for the operators to understand the limitations of the system they're selecting. And it's currently not many great resources to find this information because most makers will try to hide limitations of the equipment, of course. My best guideline for owners is to ask makers the hard questions. Ask them about operations. Just don't just ask for a quotation based on the ballast water flow rate. Ask the difficult questions by: is it possible to bypass the system? How do the crew operate the system? What maintenance is involved with the system? What's the maintenance cost involved? Is the maintenance cost that's given by the maker a probable cost? Or is it some fudging of the numbers? It's very important to do the tough questions, do the investigations before selecting the right equipment for the vessel. Well, this is a hard question because it's hard to predict the future, but we expect there will be more players entering the market. We know there's a lot of players currently, makers, with IMO type approvals, and we expect many of them will go for USCG type approval and revised G8 approvals on the systems. We are currently working with a partner down in Japan called Kurita. So we're selling Kurita systems as well. The system is IMO approved and is currently being tested for USCG type approval at Golden Bear in the US with DNV-GL. The beauty of this system is that it's a filterless solution. It just passed the first USCG testing without any filters with the use of sodium hypochlorite stored on board. So this is very, very simple system to install, and it's not going to affect the ballast operation in any way. So the vessel can operate exactly as it had before installing a ballast water treatment system. Well, we just had the ABS 2019 report coming out, and it's very clear in the market that there's too many systems with poor reliability. And what we see is that many makers are buying solely based on CapEx. So they're only looking at the CapEx of the equipment, and they're not factoring in that they're going to have to operate this system. They need something that's reliable every single time they come into port. So my message to owners is that they need to find a system that's reliable. Maybe they have to pay a bit more for the system, but if the ballast water treatment system goes down in the future, you won't be able to trade your vessel at all. So it's really a very essential equipment, and you should do your due diligence when selecting the equipment. There is a very good reason why some equipment are quite cheap in the market. And the difference between there is quality has a cost, so quality systems tend to have a higher capex. So owners should really look at the lifetime cost. They should really look at their operational needs, and they should look at the quality provided by the maker, the quality in the parts.